Hello, our loves. You have reached Joanne and Elizabeth with World's Cup of Joe. Awaken your soul. We're here to talk soul with you today. See how this affects and applies to your journey. So, Joanne, I was recently introduced to Alan Watts. Any of you guys who have not yet listened to the speeches and the works of Alan Watts, I really encourage you to check him out. Absolutely spiritually deep. And I've been
Yeah.
listening and I can almost like meditate. Yeah, and I could meditate just to him talking. That's how amazing how his lectures are. This is him lecturing and I can meditate. But anyways, he said something that was so profound, and I had to jot it down in my notes, because not only does it apply to the world as we know it and see it, but on a deeper level, we can apply it to our journeys, right? We can apply it to our twin flame journey. So I really wanted to get deep on this. Conflict at one level is harmony at another. So let me explain what he was talking about, and then let's sort of apply it to our journey. He was talking about how life in the 3D, we can see conflict at one level. So think about animals and nature, and how some animals have to eat each other, or they have to sort of destroy another. But on a deeper level, with that conflict, you need that conflict to actually have harmony at a very higher level. So when I heard that, it was just like, wow, so true, right? You need all of the ins and outs of nature, even though on a very close, like micro level, it may look like conflict. If you didn't have that, at the higher level, at the macro level, you would never have the harmony that is created. So how does that apply to our twin flame journey? How do you apply this? Well, very easily. Conflict at one level. Now I want you guys to picture our dark nights, our separation, the inner conflict that goes on in the micro of our journeys, and how painful that time for us is, how painful this experience is for us. But if you don't have that conflict, you won't be able to have the harmony at the other level, at the higher level, which is what we're trying to get to. We're trying to get to this harmony, and that includes the oneness of our connection at this 5D level. So you need the conflict at the 3D level to be able to get to the harmony of the 5D level, that place where you can be in union in the physical, but harmonious, peaceful, loving, unlike anything you were able to do while you were asleep in that connection, in your separation. So now that we sort of talked about, you know, what I heard and what I thought, Joanne, what are your thoughts on it? Because it is so freaking beautiful. It's like you have like the circle of life, and this is sort of part of that.
Yeah, it kind of makes the duality of life, right? The good, the bad, the light, the dark, the pain, and the bliss. It's like going through our dark night catapults us into this place where we can transcend the most difficult time in our life. Now, if we didn't have the dark night, then this wouldn't have been so catastrophic, right? It wouldn't have been so life-changing. It wouldn't have gotten us to this place.
But Joanne, it wouldn't have brought the peace either. That's what's so incredible.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have gotten us to this place of peace and stillness and oneness of that 5D level from the conflict of the 3D. And without that, there is no union, because you're still in separation. You're still in that state of pain until you can burst through the pain regardless, right? And see it for what it is. It is that divine beauty, that infinite space of oneness that we're trying to get to every day, right? And that's why this journey is so hard. This journey is so hard because we see the conflict. right? So like the bugs and the dirt and the ants that can bite you, right? You could be on a picnic and it's amazing and you got ants biting you, right? The circle of life right there in front of you, and you still have the peace in that turmoil. You can look at your twin flame connection, your journey, the craziest journey that anyone can go to, right? This is such a crazy journey. We wouldn't wish this on anybody, not even our biggest enemy. We would be like, no, that's okay. I don't want that for anyone. Yet here we are, all of us going through this journey, getting deeper within our true self, shedding the duality within ourselves, shedding those darkness and fear-based energies that are coming out every day, keeping us from the oneness. But to be able to see the oneness, you have to experience the pain. And that's what the dark night is. The dark night is what I needed to experience to get to this place of unity consciousness. I will never, ever be able to give away my unity consciousness alignment. I can't. I can go on a trip, be in a flight, look at the skies, and I'm one with the freaking skies, my love. That is a level. And I went recently with my sister. We went out of town, and she's looking at the same skies, but my goodness, my love, she's not seeing the same skies that I am. Because when I'm looking at those skies, I'm one. I'm flying with the skies. I'm actually the sky. Like this deep level, this deep inner oneness that you can only experience from being a twin flame. Like if I didn't go through my journey and have this forced awakening to recognize my soul in another body and experience the dark night of separation, being ripped apart from my soul, right? That's what separation feels like. Like, let's get real. It feels like a piece of your soul is being cut into shreds, and the only way you could put it back together is going within and surrendering to that part of you inside that is the peace, is the stillness, is the oneness, the beauty behind all of the chaos. The 3D looks crazy, right? Because our person just wasn't even close to us, will never come to us. You know, they have you blocked. They're running from you. You're never going to see them, right? That's how the mind sees it. And then you go within into this really deep level, because let's get real, coming between the dark night during separation, it's like going through hell and back to reach this place of heaven, right? I have to experience hell to know what heaven is, and heaven is here and now. And that internal inner union you experience is you tapping into the 5D level of your soul, that unity consciousness, that oneness, that place of peace where your person is in your space. And this is why it's so magnetic. That's why when we talk to you beautiful souls and you go from separation, your person comes right back in, it's very easy for us to fall back into separation again, because we start seeing our person separate when what brought them in is that unity, the oneness, I see the chaos, and there's divine work that's happening between this chaos, right? I see that he's not here with me physically, but I'm going to go within and I'm going to surrender my journey to my soul, and my soul will piece it together the way it's divinely created. Because our souls doesn't F up. Our soul knows what is meant for us. And when you're aligning with your soul, my love, you're aligning with everything. You're aligning with God, source energy. You're aligning with beauty and joy and peace and oneness and the entire freaking universe. And in that space. What was the call that we had yesterday? Or was saying how she's been such a peaceful state. Her person's in her space, and she's manifested tons of money. It didn't even make sense. She's like, I'm not even asking for a promotion. I'm not asking for these things, but aligning with your twin flame, your soul, your oneness, God's source energy. It's all the same. That's why your channel is all the same thing. We're teaching you the same things, my love. We're teaching you the same energy of what you are. And so when she's aligning with that place of peace within herself, the external starts to move around to match the internal work that's being at play. So we want you guys to know that this journey, no matter how hard, no matter how crazy, let's get real, this journey is effing crazy. If you mentioned it to anybody out loud, they would laugh at you in your face and tell you you're crazy. You need to go get some help. Go get some help and get over that person already, right? But it's not. You're catapulted into this expansion of self, expansion of soul, to your ascension, to getting deeper within yourself every day. No matter what, you're tied to this person forever. No matter how much you try to forget, no matter how much you try to pretend, no matter how much you try to cut cords, nothing will separate you from this peace that's trying to find its way to you, even though it looks like you're going through what may seem like a never-ending version of pain. Because through the pain, there's eternal peace. And I'm so thankful for my journey, my love. I'm so thankful that we all awakened in this journey and we're all going through this together, because there's beauty in the pain. We went through all of that craziness.
Wait, Joanne, real quick. And this is why you can hear these profound teachings of these spiritual leaders, that they're just talking about unity, and they're talking about God, and they're talking about energy, and it applies to our journey. Why can you and I, Joanne, take any kind of spiritual teaching and apply it to our journey? Because our journey is spiritual. It is spiritual. It's not about the person. It's about your ascension.
Yeah. And why can we apply it to the spiritual and apply it to your person? Because your person isn't separate from all there is, the soul that you are. It really is so beautiful. And we're so glad and thankful that we can be part of all of your journeys and helping you shift closer to what you are, my loves. This is you being closer to that balanced, neutralized union energy of your soul, the oneness that you are as the universe. We love you so much. We hope you all have an amazing, amazing day. Bye, love.
Bye, love.